Welcome to Impats, a podcast dedicated to immigrants and expats doing creative work in places far from home. I'm your host, Aaron Barber, a stand-up comic and actor originally from Austin, Texas, USA, now based in Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia. This week we discuss love, dating, and how to lose a guy in 10 minutes. Featuring our very special guest, originally from Ireland, but now in Malaysia herself, comedian Neeve Spurr.
What do y'all know about Irish music? Yeah, you've got who knows Boyzone? Yeah. Who remember? Yeah, Boyzone. Or who remembers Westlife? Yeah, right. So yeah, our famous boy bands, and then we've got our priests who are famously banned from boys.
All right, guys, welcome to the third episode of Impats. This week we are talking love and dating abroad and elsewhere. Let's go around the table real quick and see who we have this week. Starting out with Mike Sadi.
Hey everyone, Mike here, trying a new voice. This time I'll try not to sound like a robot.
Too late.
Alright.
Already sounding like a robot. This is Nuha. Still brown, still an immigrant, and I wish I was a robot. That would be so cool.
All right. And we also this week have our special guest, Neeve.
Hi, how y'all doing? Yes, my name's Neeve and I'm from Ireland. I've been living here in Malaysia for 7 years now. Came here kind of by mistake. I came over as a nanny. I moved to JB for a year and then loved it so much I decided to stay. So for the past 6 years I've been a copywriter selling my soul to advertising.
And you're also doing stand-up comedy.
Yes, I just started dabbling in stand-up comedy. Thought I would try to pretend to be funny and get an audience reaction. Sometimes they just cry, but, tears of joy, I hope.
Hey, I have a question, Irish Neeve. Expat or immigrant?
I think, I don't get the difference, right? Why, it seems to be, unfortunately, based on, your country of origin, whether you get expat or immigrant. Mike, what do you call yourself?
Alone. No, I think it's not I thought it was color of your skin. I thought that was the
Yeah,
the
I thought
thing.
that too.
Yeah.
That's why.
They call me an immigrant. Immigrant? Depends on the racist person talking to me.
They just call me ignorant.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
That they stamped that on the passport, right?
Yeah.
When you came in.
I'm trying to get them to call me White Raja too, but it hasn't taken off
No,
yet.
no.
No.
The people
Good
in the
luck with that.
Mamak,
Good luck.
people in Mamak are very close-minded. That's the problem.
Yeah. All right, guys. This week we're talking love and dating. So I think all of you guys, some are married, some are in relationships, but we've all had weird dates and a lot of the things that come up when you're dating abroad, whether it's different cultures, different languages, meeting different families and the expectations of them. Let's kind of go around. You had a pretty interesting story, Neeve, didn't you?
So, do you want the dating story or you want the how I ended up no longer being single here story?
Well, which one's juicier?
Okay, the second one. I want the second one.
Okay, so...
Because I've seen her boyfriend. Tips, girl.
Okay, so we were together back in Ireland, so you have to import them again. If you want to find the love of your life, import them, is my experience. So when I moved here, he didn't. We broke up. We don't like to talk about that. Mm-hmm. So we broke up. We were on a break, but less like an actual broken up, less of a Ross and Rachel kind of thing. And so when I moved up to KL, I said, move out. You'll definitely find a job. But we are not getting back together.
You wanted him to move across the world to not get back together?
Yeah, I just thought we could be, friends.
Wow.
Durian, right?
Yeah.
Bringing back the durian.
You should teach a class. Yeah.
So, the durian, they told you about that? Mm-hmm. So, he moved out and then we didn't get back together, but we were...
Shocker.
We were definitely making the moves.
Mm-hmm.
He definitely like ended up sleeping under a car after a night out one time because he was waiting for me to get home. Like he'd taken his shoes off and he tucked himself in under the car outside my house and just slept there.
Damn.
And waited for me to come home one night.
Take that home and
I made it sleep outside under the car.
I like that stray cat approach to getting back together.
That's a healthy move right there.
It's a bold move. It's a bold strategy, and it paid off. Yeah. So he's like the most successful stalker ever.
Oh, wonderful.
Yeah. About the class, maybe not.
There are other successful stalkers. They're mostly on the crime shows. That's where they end up. But not like yours. Not successful because
like
he missed the point though. Because your head's supposed to be like in a duffel bag.
What's in the box? What's in the box?
Love's in the box.
One thing that's interesting is I've been married for almost 5 years. Mike, yourself?
6 years.
6 years, yeah. And we didn't stray too far out. I am married to an American woman, you to a Filipino.
Yep.
Which we both respectively are. But how long were you married before you had kids?
We were married about 2-3 years.
Okay.
We decided to just have fun, not have a kid, and then have a kid.
How did everyone else deal with that?
They were not too happy. Being in a country that just forces you to procreate the first chance you get. I think my mom's wedding speech was, you should have twins so that she could get one and my mother-in-law could get one. Which totally makes sense.
Sure.
If you're a sociopath.
Yeah, actually.
It must be a bit hard though, because when I was in the Philippines, there were just pictures of the Pope everywhere, just like staring at you. That must be a bit off-putting when you're trying to make a kid.
Not for me. I need someone looking at me. I need someone in a position of power looking at me at all times.
Required.
Yeah, that's why there's a poster of Iron Man in my room. Just looking at me, just with the words "Do it."
Dear, can you put this mask on?
Oh, so you read our wedding vows?
Yes.
I met my wife in Texas. We actually were both bike taxi drivers. I don't know if you guys know this.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I remember the story.
Like the pedal bikes?
Correct. Yeah. Like we gave people rides and all that. So we met during that, and what was really interesting.
There are no cars in Texas. What's the?
Just horses.
Just horses. Yeah.
Oh, right.
Horses and bike taxis.
Okay.
What you had. And it was great. And I met her family, and it's like the most wonderful family. But they're ranchers, like real deal cattle raising ranchers. And one of the first experiences I had with my now father-in-law is helping him work the cows, which basically means going out and helping castrate the bulls.
Whoa.
You vaccinate and castrate. So if you can imagine being with like your girlfriend's dad and holding the leg of a cow while he like cuts off the testicles while making direct eye contact with you the entire time. There was a lot said there without any words at all. Yeah, it was.
Father-in-law sounds like a badass.
Yeah.
I'm committed.
I'm a very faithful man.
Yeah.
Now we know why he moved out.
So basically, what you're trying to say is that if you mess up, there's going to be a cow holding you down.
That's probably accurate.
That same cow.
Oh, what was that? Nope. All right. Phone's on silent, guys. We're professionals.
That was your phone.
And let's not
man.
go
You
into
spent
details
so much
here.
time yelling at
All
us.
right, Nuha, what's your story? You're a bit of an expert on romance and love, from my understanding.
I don't know what you mean. Wow,
Yeah.
look at the time. We should move on. Wow.
So Nuha from the Maldives used to run a radio show. It was chocolate, the flavor or the taste.
Taste of love. I was 19 and I was
love.
in charge of a 2-hour, like nightly rather, show. Okay, 5 nights a week. I gave advice to people about romance and relationships.
Oh
At 19,
How many people's lives do you think you ruined?
all of the people, everyone who ever called in.
Oh my God! You had a show called The Taste of Love.
Chocolate, the taste of love.
Oh my
You
God!
allowed
It's
me
like,
on
the
air.
answer is before the question.
What's the theme tune for that?
Yeah.
I don't remember.
Just any random porn sound. That would
Pretty
be the.
much.
Jeez.
And then this is my favorite part on Wednesday. So throughout the week, people can call in and give their opinions on like the questions or like the stories that people say, right? So then somebody would call and be like, hey, I really liked caller number 13's voice. Like, can you connect me with her? And I'd be like, totally, on Wednesday. And I would take down both their numbers. And then on Wednesday, I would call both the people and put them live on air. And then we would all listen to two random strangers flirting
Oh my God.
live on the radio.
You are the original Tinder.
Yeah,
I didn't realize that. Where are my royalty checks?
Exactly.
It's like a radio swipe. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Did any of them work out? Did you ever find out?
No, there were some people who were like, they would regularly like request to talk to each other and stuff, but then they would meet in person, take one look at each other's faces and be like, I'm out.
Yeah.
Back to the sex chat lines for me.
That's
Pretty
right.
much.
Let's just keep this an audio-only relationship.
This is based in a fairly conservative Muslim country.
Yes.
All right. That is keeping in message.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Weird question. Is there arranged marriage in Maldives? I don't know. Is that?
There probably is. One of my best friends, someone I grew up with, her mother was made to marry the man that her parents wanted her to marry. And then after having my friend and her brother, the mother ran away to another island with her actual lover.
Which is not that far.
We have like over 1,000 islands, white man.
But they're like relatively close,
we
right?
we can get away.
Okay.
We have 7,000.
Just move to another
You
island.
weren't even like, you didn't even have a what?
No, I thought we were bragging about islands.
Yeah.
Philippines
I'm
has
trying to make you
7,107.
Ireland is an island.
So
It
much
sure
pride.
is,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah,
We've
so-
got one.
One island. And you only have half of it.
Yeah,
If that.
exactly.
Neeve is
It's
from
totally on
Northern
topic.
Ireland.
Yeah.
The-
The disputed whether it's the UK or whether it's Ireland. So I'm lucky I get 2 passports.
That's a tricky relationship.
Yeah, that
right
is
there.
a tricky
You
relationship.
guys are trying to work out the breakup amicably.
Yeah.
But
Some people just don't want it. They're holding on to like the heels of their shoes. Begging
Well,
to
maybe if Ireland decided to just, curl up underneath the car.
Dude, that's exactly what I was thinking. Shit.
You're all
No.
racing to that one.
You got there first because you were louder.
Britain just needs to be the car that drives away.
Hey, are both your passports the same color?
They are at the minute because I've got both were still from the pre-Brexit banter.
Okay, so
Yeah.
you're gonna have to have the British one changed.
I just think I'll keep an Irish one. So your British passport's pretty useless, and then after Brexit happens, right?
I guess, man. I never thought I'd hear those words in a sentence.
Mm-hmm.
British passport's pretty useless.
That's like, you gotta put that in context, right? Like,
That's from an Irish perspective.
Yeah, nobody's
I'll
trading
just-
their
yeah.
British passport for a Nepalese one or something like that. It's not.
They
really fair.
might if they can get into the EU more easily after this.
I don't think the Nepalese passport can hardly get into Nepal. It's pretty rough. It's
Wow,
like the bottom of the
that's
list.
also quite a statement.
Yeah, it's pretty rough. Like it made the bottom of the list. And Nepal, beautiful country, but it's I don't know all that goes into like the brokerage of being able to travel between countries and how you get a stronger passport and all that. But Nepal, not doing great with that. So poor guys.
Again, love to Nepal and to all our Nepalese
Yeah.
Yeah, I really
listeners.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, also quick shout out to the person who decided to put the poster of Neeve. Reached our target demographic. Lonely South Asian men.
We did, yeah. You got a lot of creepy comments. No stories that we requested, but a lot of nice.
Yeah. I'll take it. I'll take what I can get.
Beautiful girl is
that's right, that's right.
is the word that comes to mind.
It was a really nice picture, though. Like,
Yeah.
I understand these are creeps as well, but it was a good picture, and we're really glad to have you on the show today.
Thank
so,
you.
Have you heard of the TV show 90 Day Fiancé?
No, I haven't. Tell me a little bit more about it.
Aaron, this was your.
I saw this
really wanted to-
while I was waiting at the doctor's office, so it's I think perfectly suited of where it should be telecasted. But basically, it's a show on TLC, what used to be called the Learning Channel, but now it's just like Honey Boo Boo runs the world. But
Sounds right.
Yeah,
They used to also show poker.
TLC did.
Yeah. No, before before they were the Learning Channel, they were called Travel Channel.
Wait, I think that's a different channel.
Anyway,
Okay,
we're going to edit this out. We're going to edit this
Their
out.
new brilliant
I hope so.
strategy is to have a show where they have a couple where one is an American citizen and the other is from somewhere else in the world, and they bring the person to the U.S. and they have 90 days together to decide whether or not they're going to get married, because if they don't, the visa runs out and the person has to leave, which is kind of the most insane use of like government rules to dictate a relationship that I've ever heard of.
It's great because the episodes I watch always, of course, have Filipino Pride, and it's always this woman stuck with this horrible American guy, and it's always the guy going, I don't know, and the family going, I don't know if you should marry, and it's always the girl, yeah, I will marry him, I will stay here, and maybe I'll find someone else, but I will stay here.
Is that what the show is mainly? Is like dudes, like almost like mail order bride type thing, or is it a mixed bag?
There's some episodes where it's mostly Southeast Asian women, and then I think there are a few with some Eastern European women too.
Yeah.
But I would like to say, like, after 90 days, you probably kind of know if you've got some feels for someone, right? Like, that's 3 months. You should kind of be, like, falling in love or almost in love. The 3-4 month mark, that's my cutoff period.
And how long have you been with your mama cat boyfriend?
10 years now.
But 90 days, totally.
Yeah. No, 90 days, like, after 3 months, we said that we loved each other.
These people aren't meeting for the first time at the airport. Well, they are meeting for the first time at the airport, but they have been chatting beforehand.
Right.
In the one episode that I checked out, right, like, it was on YouTube, I saw some clips. It's an Eastern European woman who's meeting this American man, and it's just her complaining the entire time. People calling her like awful names because she's complaining, but he online was telling her, oh, I will buy you a house, I will buy you a car, you can go shopping every single day. She shows up. I think he has a roommate and a rented car.
So it's got a bit of like a catfish element to it as well.
Pretty much,
wow.
yeah.
Extreme catfishing.
And she is stunning. She's stunning. She's a brick house, and he's just a guy, and he's like, I'm not sure if this is gonna work out because she complains too much, and I'm sitting there watching like she has a right to complain. You lied. You straight up lied. You were a liar.
You call her a brick house? To me, a brick house is like a big rugby player. So I'm imagining this huge woman coming in.
Brick house is a Western term for like someone who's really hot.
Oh,
yeah.
If I understand correctly.
24, 36.
No.
Yeah.
We use brick house for like a really tough person. Like they're really huge. Like they'll kick the shit out of you.
Do you know the Commodores? With Lionel Richie's former band?
We'll introduce you on after the show.
Wow.
Yeah, they're coming by later.
Okay.
Wow.
All right.
I'm not that old.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh.
Ooh, you said the O word.
I am that
O word.
Yeah, you have. Well, I loved your joke about Irish. I guess you just listened to boy bands. That was kind of your go-to, and that.
I'm a pop queen.
Okay.
You're gonna look really funny on stage today with the black eye.
Wouldn't be the first time.
So let's do a quick ranking. Backstreet Boys, NSYNC.
Ooh. NSYNC.
Okay.
No wait, Backstreet Boys. No wait.
Yeah.
We didn't even put Westlife in the hat.
Oh no. They're not in that. They're not like poppy. Those are like real those are like ballad guys. Those have
the moves.
Westlife has actual songs.
Oh.
Oh, really? I thought they were just like an Irish boy band. They had
A fiddle.
they like play instruments and all that.
They
Yeah,
didn't.
no. Did they sing in an Irish accent?
Just sang in Irish pubs by the fire,
Yeah,
but with
that
like
sounds
boy
right.
band moves.
Just I think hobbits.
Those are the chords, right?
Yeah.
Hey, I'm curious. So you were single for a while when you were here, right?
Correct.
Did you date at all?
Hey, honey. No, but yes. So I have a good story of a night gone awry.
Ooh.
So once I shared with a housemate, and he had a French guy staying with him, and the French guy was kind of cute, and we all went drinking in Chankat, and I was like, I'll do my best moves, which is get him another drink. And spike it. No, I'm just kidding. I didn't spike
That's
it.
the only Irish move, right?
Yeah. One more drink and I'll be sexy.
Riverdance and roofies.
Yeah.
Staple.
Yeah.
That's what R&R means. Oh, I didn't know.
That's why their
R&R.
legs move that way.
Okay, go on. Get to the awry part.
So we were out in Chankat, and then like we started smooching, and I'm like, hey, because he's staying with us, right? So I was like, hey, let's go home, and we get into the cab, and it was back before like Grab, so we like when you got ripped off in Chankat, so you had to like negotiate like at least 50 ringgit to not go very far in the cab and pay cash. Those are the days. And so we're going home, and we're making out in the cab, and we get halfway home, and he just jumps out of the cab and runs off.
What?
What?
Just panicked?
Just like, obviously, like, I didn't roofie him enough.
Yeah.
And he came round, and he just jumps out at the traffic lights and runs off, and I'm just left in the
He
cab.
literally jumps out?
Yeah.
Okay.
And
What, mid-smooch?
Yeah, like, gone. Goodbye. The taxi driver turned around, and he's like, what happened? You were just like, and now he's gone. I was like,
He's rubbing it in.
yeah, exactly.
What did you do?
And he was like, where did your hands go? No.
That
he's like-
French guy was wrong, but the driver was a dick. That was,
I'm like, where did he go? Maybe he's like, I'll pull over. Maybe he'll come back. And I was like, yeah, he's not coming back.
so the French guy's staying with you.
Yeah, so
You're
I'm
going to meet in the same place.
exactly. So like when I get home, he's not there. I'm like, well, maybe he died. Well, I don't know. He deserves it. But the next day, then, hi, morning. This isn't awkward. Remember the time you owe me 50 fucking ringgit for that cab? Yeah, good times, good times. So dating, not a success. That's why.
You imported your...
Yeah.
So,
I think I'm going to stick with Mama Cat boyfriend.
Yeah.
Because that really works for me. Yeah.
sorry, did he give a reason? Did you guys talk about it?
No, there was nothing to talk
Oh
about.
my god, that would be like the best conversation.
So just to be clear, she didn't actually roofie anyone because that's wrong and we don't advocate that here on the Impats. Yeah.
Or in general.
Yeah, in general.
Yeah. So,
In life, good rule for life.
good.
That is. So the French guy, did you date any local people?
I would say, like, can you count one night as a date?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure.
What's a date in Ireland?
Yeah.
3-year marriage?
Under your car or mine?
Date is a strong word. Hook up, yeah.
Okay.
But, like,
That's
there's
not as strong. Okay, wow.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So-
I mean that's what I assume date means. You just went out. You went
Yeah.
out.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. So yeah, but nothing super exciting from that. All pretty vanilla. But yeah,
All right.
that's me, you know.
Okay.
Vanilla.
That's fun.
All right. Where were you guys going? You guys see this relationship progressing?
Oh, my current.
Correct.
The love of my life.
Yeah.
You mean? I need to put that in case you listen. Yes,
Why
the
your
love of my
fingers
life.
crossed, though? Why your fingers crossed, Neeve? Okay.
My toes are crossed as well. No, no. The love of my life. I think that's us. We're locked in. We're not pro marriage, so we're just
Okay.
just riding this out. I just want a big party. Like we're not religious, so if anybody wants to sponsor any venues out there want to sponsor our big party so we can get married but just have a big party, let me know. Call me.
We'll just do a comedy show, and in the middle, during your set,
Like,
you
yeah.
can get married. Don't run the light, though. Don't run the light.
Yeah. Okay, sounds good. So
Cool.
that's like a good joke as well. Like, they're getting married, they're going to be happy forever.
I'm the most Catholic person here, so I want to officiate.
Okay, you do it. But
I'll wear a football jersey.
Is that a thing?
I don't know. Let's make it a thing.
This is a modern world, though. I think you should let me officiate
good, anyone can
your
officiate.
haram wedding.
Yeah.
Your
Let's-
haram nun wedding.
I think we should co-officiate.
Only
Wow.
if
Yeah.
you
You can do
wrap
it in
it.
verse.
In verse?
You
In
wrap
verse.
it.
I'm sorry. Why do you get to have a say? Just
You
show
don't
Because
up.
it's my freaking wedding, girl.
Just show
No,
up.
no,
girl.
no,
Just show
no.
up.
No, you just
Seriously.
show up.
Like, have you
Yeah,
seen that show?
Bridezilla.
Yeah.
Right.
Have you seen the show Don't Tell the Bride?
No, what's
No.
that?
So Don't Tell the Bride is
Who you
where
marry?
they separate the couple. They want to get married. They separate the couple, and the guy has to plan everything. So there's ones where he, like, you know, he'll do it like he kidnapped her. That was the theme of the wedding, gangster theme. So he kidnapped the bride and pretended like he was a mobster, and then they got married
That's
like that.
insane.
Yeah.
That's
Another-
the gangster theme.
Another one where he did it all hot tub themed, and
Oh my
so he
God.
hired like 20 hot tubs and made all of the guests come in bikinis, and the girl just wore a bikini, and they got married in a hot tub
That's
in front
so
of
gross.
everyone. Yeah. So they're all really, really bad, like, and it's hilarious.
That's like pimp your wedding.
Yeah.
Exhibit just comes in. What's your wedding?
Wow.
Wow.
Those are. What's the name of the show again?
Don't tell the bride.
Oh my
So
God.
is it
that's-
like
on the
really
list.
cheap to
Binging.
get divorced in this land, this fantasy land?
It's fantasy land.
Well, you can get
Anything's
annulment in the
possible.
U.S. I don't know how that is here, but in the U.S. you can get annulment. I think it's like, what, 6 weeks or something like that? 90 days maybe even?
I've seen
Wow.
friends.
Brittany
that's
did
true.
it, yeah. Brittany got married and cut that out. And then she married Kevin Federline for reals. And
That should have been.
And they've been
announced.
happy ever since.
yeah, I think so. Yeah, correct.
Yeah.
Correct. Yep.
Let's stick with that one.
All right.
Why did we choose such a delightful topic?
I have no idea, but we are running out of time. So,
Thank
any
God.
final
I mean, no,
thoughts
it's
on love? And did we solve anything? Did we? No.
I think we solved all the mysteries. I think there are no more questions to be
Yeah,
asked
yeah.
about love. I
Yeah,
think
we
Everyone's
fixed
in
it.
love.
we fixed
Sealed.
it.
We fixed it.
Signed, sealed, delivered.
We fixed it. I think.
Sealed with a kiss. That's
Yeah.
right. Yeah. Yeah. Cool. All right. Well, let's give you guys a quick chance to do a plug for whatever you have coming up. Neeve, what you got?
What have I got? Not a lot.
You got a show today.
Oh yeah, I've
It'll
got
be-
a show today.
It'll be over by the time it
So yeah, this is a really worthy plug because by the time you guys get to hear this, it'll be done and dusted. But at 5:30 today at the Joke Factory, we're doing our Christmas crackers show.
So if you guys have a
So-
time machine,
yeah, if
totally
you-
hook us up.
Yeah, come back, revisit whatever has passed.
It'll be
Hey,
great.
will you be doing Open Crack next Wednesday?
Oh, I'll be there. I'll be there
see, there's something you
I'll be
can
there
plug.
at Open Crack with
Open crack at the crack house.
Bringing
Open-
all the crack on crack.
Well, on the 21st and 22nd, we have Funny Inshallah, which has Rizal Van Gazel, Zainal
yeah.
Abidin, and Mo Siddiq. And I will be opening as well. So very exciting. Please come and check it out. It's already been done in Jakarta and it's happening. It just happened in Singapore. So this is the KL leg of this tour.
Did you go to the Singapore one?
No,
No. Okay.
I'm not funny enough to travel.
I see.
Yeah.
I see.
So maybe someday.
One day.
One day.
One day.
Mike?
Cool.
I have a show on Tuesday, the last one mic stand of the
you
year.
got on that.
Yeah.
Da-da-da.
Nice.
So that is episode 302, Joke Factory. I'll be there with Kevin J, Nizam, Vishnu, Zainal, and a bunch of other really funny guys. So guys, check it out Tuesday.
And you're there.
And I'll be there too. So that'll be a nice change of pace from all the funny.
Cool.
How about you, Aaron? What you got?
I've got a couple just open mics, wrapping up the end of the year, a little bit of Christmas travel, and then we're working on a show coming soon in late January, early February. So details will come about that. fairly
You know what
soon.
would be really nice if there was a website that would tell us all the really
Oh
cool.
my God, that would be amazing.
You think
There
there's a
was
site?
You
that
guys are
would-
so natural.
If
Wow.
only
Website?
something like that existed.
Yeah.
Well, again, this podcast is sponsored by Comedy Laksa.
Oh, I totally forgot.
What's
That's
that again?
amazing.
Comedy Laksa is a website showing all the latest shows, open mics, stages, everything that's happening in Malaysia and Singapore. So you are just a couple clicks away from finding a hilarious show almost any day of the week. Check it out, comedylaksa.com.
ComedyLaksa.com.
Correct.
Okay.
Spelled comedy, LAKSA.com.
Did you forget how to spell comedy?
If you can't spell comedy, I don't want you on. That's how it works. Okay, well, please subscribe, like, share, send comments. We are on Facebook at facebook.com/podcast. What is it? Impats Podcast. IMPATS PODCAST.
We get it. You can spell.
I'm
Okay,
killing
calm
it now.
down.
I'm getting it. Get it.
Spelling bee
Thank
champion.
you guys. Much appreciation to our very special guest, Neeve.
Thanks, Neve.
Yeah,
You're
you've been the-
welcome, guys.
yeah, it's really great having someone good to look at on the show and smart too
Oh,
and
thanks.
funny.
Thanks. Stop it. Stop it.
All right, that's going to wrap this up. So thank you guys so much for joining us on Impats.